So we are back, and like promised, of course, yes, I heat my shop with this fancy heater for now till I can get my wood stove installed. It costs like $600 and just pipe and stuff to run a wood stove. Anyhow, so we got a rigid tool. Let me spin this around so we can be showing the name properly. Rigid. I also like buying Rigid. They got decent tool line. I have no complaints as far as rigidity. They hold up really well. I've been using them on houses a long time. This is a tool for a, we could say, house, car, whatever you want it to be. We will reveal what it is here in just a minute, and then discuss it. And then we can always do a review as far as how it works. Probably this weekend I'll be using it, or maybe later today. Just depends. I bought it because I have a loose plug on the top of a transmission inside the 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And we've been reaching up in there with our hand, trying to find it, trying to figure out where the plug came loose from the wires at. Because the plug is still together, but two of the wires are missing on one side of the plug. And so what this would be is an inspection camera. So inside this inspection camera, there comes the Rigid Micro CA25. You have to put AA's. This thing clicks in good. You have to put AA's in here. There's 4 of them it takes. It's not rechargeable. Does not record. Does not do nothing fancy. $104. It has an 8mm camera. It has multiple LED settings. It's got a setting to rotate at 180 degrees when needed. Oh, those are like deals to hold it in place. So anyhow, 180 degrees, it'll flip. You get, you know, a USB plug to RCA plug. I mean, I don't even understand what the fuck for personally, because put batteries in it, you look on a screen unless there's a way to. Oh, you can hook it to a bigger monitor is why. Okay. So that makes sense. Anywho, comes with a manual, but that's the basics of the tool. It's just a camera for, you know, viewing. It goes, I think it's like 39 inches, so it's like 3 foot. But I got it so I could see up on the transmission, see down engines for now. I will not be keeping this forever. This is just because it was on the shelf. I have something right away I have to do with the camera. So instead of waiting for an Autel, because I really want the Autel MV408 is what I'm looking at buying. But for time being, this will suffice. This will get the shit done that I need to get done. It's waterproof. It's you know, durable, has a nice hard case. Rigid's not a bad company. Like I said, I have their Fuego Sawzall. I got a big, you know, $450 double bevel, you know, compound chop saw, miter saw. I got all kinds of stuff made by Rigid or Porter Cable or some of the cheaper companies, because I'm not a believer in spending an arm and a leg because of a damn name. I'm a believer in I could buy 6 of these for the price of 1. Like the Autel camera is almost $400, but it records, it takes pictures, it has. The Autel has the regular camera, then it has 2 additional side cameras or a side camera. it also probably has a better quality of pixels. It has a bigger screen. It's rechargeable, so you don't have to put batteries in it, and it also can plug into like my scan tablet by Autel, so I can use the bigger screen on it, as well as like how this will plug into your TV or something. And then I just like the Autel's devices. I'm also gonna buy, aside of that, I want to buy the oscilloscope, the cheaper version, for my scan tablet. But in all, I'm probably going to spend about another $1,000 for the 2 other Autel tools, which is fine. I don't mind. It's stuff you need for work, then you do what you got to do. The only difference is I needed this now. So I bought it with the intentions of using it till I get the money to be able to afford an Autel camera and the oscilloscope. Then I will be giving this inspection camera to someone that I know that wrenches or could utilize it for work or something that they're doing. That way, it goes to good use, because I probably won't use it the whole time, or use it for many things until I get the one, because I don't know, just don't move slow as far as getting tools, because I like to mess with tools. I'm actually having fun doing the reviews. But that's the newest tool, because I just bought this last night. So this weekend I would be lined up, because there was only 4 on the shelf. I wanted to make sure I'd be lined up for the inspection of the Jeep this weekend without having to wait 2 to 3, 4 weeks for the Autel to come in, or I would have just paid the $400 instead of the $100 and saved $100, because this is actually costing me more than in the long run. But sometimes that's the game. You buy the $100 one, you get the $400 one later. As far as that, I also want to buy another tool with it, so it's probably going to be a lot more than just $400. It's going to be more like $800 to $1,000. And that's it for now. We don't really have much more we can review. We also purchased, and I don't know if we showed it, but we purchased the Vector battery charger. I got my battery on it because my truck started dying from the short out solenoid plug on the transmission. So we're charging it to try and get the truck moved so we can redo the tranny again, because of course we got a replacement tranny for the one they sent first, because the first one had issues. So now we got another one here, and it came with the solenoid plug smashed in and transmission fluid all inside the crate. So now we have another issue to deal with. But luckily I have an additional solenoid plug that was sent brand new that I can replace it with, because obviously this is an issue with these particular transmissions, maybe all transmissions. Would not know, don't care. I'm not here to argue with people about their products. Not everybody is flawless, and not everybody has the best quality control or can ensure the best quality control when you literally can have a human hair that jams up a transmission. That's why I will not speak about the companies, because this is the second transmission, but it's from the company I ordered it from, not the one that they subbed it out to. The first one they had subbed out to another company. I had gotten the transmission, it proved to be faulty, and then I had corresponded with them. Luckily the warranty covers everything as long as you don't uninstall it till they tell you you can. And then we got the replacement. Now we're back in business. And we will get the truck up and running, hopefully. We're going to go at it again once I can get it to start up and move. Another trick is if you have a short out solenoid plug on your transmission that's causing your car to throw check engine lights, go into limp mode, won't allow you to move it, you unplug your solenoid plug that's shorting over, and then you will be in second gear lockout, but you can shift it in reverse. You can shift it, but when you put it in drive, it will only drive in second gear or third, either way, from what I've been told. So they are able to be moved with the solenoid plug out, but of course at a slower rate of RPMs, and you do not want to be like just driving it around like that. It's just so I can get it back on my ramps, get it done, because my truck's a 1-ton. It's really heavy. I'm not trying to push it up a slope driveway onto ramps and things. And that's it for the day, folks. So we're going to stay warm because even though it looks sunny out, it's really cold here. Probably like 40 something, 50 degrees. So not as cold as some places, but cold enough for when you wake up and you step outside from 68 to like 45 degree weather, you're definitely going to feel the cold. And yeah, just reorganizing the shop, getting more and more tools, getting more stuff done, progress. That's pretty much all anyone can ever ask for, is that you just keep progressing in life and doing better. And that's the only real way to get anywhere, folks. Take it from someone who literally had nothing when he got married 6-7 years ago to now we have so much shit going on between me and my wife, we can barely even find room to store everything. I mean, it's just how it is. You think life is gonna take forever to regain the things you've lost, but let me tell you, folks, it's doable. I came straight from rock bottom out of prison. I've also served my country, so I've been on both ends of having a decent life or a good life, serving, being taken care of by the government the best they do, to going all the way from getting out, having drinking issues, to prison, to getting out realizing that drinking isn't as important, to getting married, to having a family, to all this now. And this is just the shop. I mean, we have a little small 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, and we just constantly progress and do things. So there it is, folks. Have a great day. Enjoy your mornings, your afternoons. Stay warm no matter what you gotta do. And if you're worried about the harmful fumes that come off the top of these heaters, put them on a table near a cracked window. It'll ventilate out the window and you'll be just fine. I slept in a shed up in Hayfork when I was building a metal shop with no running water, and this was the only source of heat I had for 8 months straight. And I'd be up there for 2 weeks, come home for a weekend, go back for 2 weeks, come home for a week, go back for 2 weeks, come home for a weekend. And I did that for 8 months, and I lived off of this for heat. In a place where it snows and everything. And it wasn't the cheapest, but we got the job done. All right. You guys have a good day. Bye.